I watched this film. It's really profound for me. I mean, personally, my when I was raised by my grandmother, which is very different from your story, but I was raised by her, and when she passed away, I was 10 years old, and I didn't have words. My sister became catatonic for a year. She didn't have the words. So when I see a title like Seneca Speak, what is it like to direct a young actor who doesn't have that much experience and really instructing them to really process and understand and articulate grief and mourning when they don't quite understand the finality of life?
Right. Well, one thing I want to say is I think all the actors in this film understood the grief that it took. When we auditioned her, well, Capri is a pro already, but I think what it was explaining feelings in that moment, right? And having her counterparts, the people she was acting off of, be there so she can feel it. And just giving her the moment to let sit in it. It was very quiet on set. We made sure of that. And I think that really helped with the emotion, right? Because it is, the message behind it is really heavy and it is hard to deliver multiple times too. So we made sure that it wasn't we're doing multiple takes of this. It's like a closed set, really long takes of getting into the emotion, and Capri was just able to do that, and I'm glad with everyone we had. So yeah.
You, if I remember correctly, you had the same cinematographer as one of the other films in this. So do you mind telling me about your choice of cinematographer? Was it recommended to you? And what was that collaboration like? Especially because you're still in film school, so you're really learning about those director-DP relationships.
So the associate producer and I go to USC Start Producing program right now, and Nick also went there, our cinematographer, and he actually approached us because he loved the script so much and kind of what it said, like the grief, loss of innocence, and the moment before life changes, right? So he understood. It was funny because once we started planning out our shot list, we fully were seeing the same things that we wanted to shoot. We wanted the camera really static. We wanted it to feel anxiety-inducing, right? Like there are some shots where you're not seeing the characters fully. It's constantly shifting, and so we know we're around the same age. We're actually the same age, so we kind of understood each other, and yeah, it's been a great partnership, and I'm glad with what we got. Yeah.
Speaking of partnerships, I mean, this is in partnership with Women in Film and executive produced by Broken English Productions. So how did you hear about this fellowship? And then also, what were your expectations? And what were the things that you were able to take away from it coming out of it that you didn't learn from film school?
Honestly, I want to say I am so grateful that this is one of the first professional short films I'm making with an organization like Women in Film and Broken English. They're given a platform to women, to first-time directors, and to women directors to very show where they're at, what their stories are, and I'm appreciative of that. I think working with Jolene, I got the space to shine, to express myself, but also the guidance when I needed it. There was some times where I was I'm not sure of myself, and she made sure to back me up or guide me. And Jolene is one person where she's a doer, she's an innovator, and she fosters new directors, and that was what she was to me. And one thing, I've been thinking about this all day, even coming here, one thing I'm going to take away is that although I'm 23, I've been really shy, but to get the emotion out that you want in your stories, you have to really be okay with making decisions. And I think that was really hard for me because I never want to disappoint people, but this is an art form where it's subjective, but it's also this story, they saw something in it, and I have that confidence. So one thing I'm going to take away moving forward is I know what I'm doing. And I have Jolene and I have others. I have Women in Film that support people. I have Broken English to push me forward, and I'm going to do this. So, yeah.
No, and, it's not necessarily pleasing others, but did you come out feeling proud of it? Well, congratulations on the film, and I'm excited to see you inside.